The South Sudanese voted to split from Sudan in 2011, hoping to end generations of conflict and persecution. But just a few years later, thousands have returned to Sudan, desperate to escape the violence in their young country.
We voted for independence to end the oppression, but we came here to Sudan to get safety. And here we are not a refugee. We become citizens of Sudan.
The government policy is to treat South Sudanese as citizens with the same rights as Sudanese. The war in South Sudan was ignited over a rift between President Salva Kiir and his former vice president, Riek Machar. Both sides have been accused of massacring and displacing people along tribal lines. Although a peace deal was signed last August, the violence continues. 8 groups estimate that since 2013, more than 130,000 people have fled to Sudan's White Nile state along the border. Hungry, homeless, and sick, the number of displaced keeps increasing.
In spite of the bad economic situation here, we receive people with open hearts because they are our brothers and sisters. We're putting the spotlight on our other humanitarian partners to assist us in sharing the responsibility for this crisis.
Sudanese citizens are also streaming over the border. Many own businesses and property in South Sudan. The government says they're returning home facing dire circumstances, forced to leave everything behind. Sandy Thomas and her 6 family members are crammed into what was supposed to be a temporary shelter. When they speak of home, they speak of the milk they used to drink from their cows, the fish they used to eat from the river, and having sugar on hand. They long to return to South Sudan, but they say they can't until there is a genuine, lasting peace.
I didn't expect to stay here for 2 years, but we're in a war and we should expect this. Here we are safe.
And here Sandy also found an unexpected gift. She's adopted Juma, one of the many orphan children in the displacement camps. Natasha Ghoneim, Jazeera, White Nile State, Sudan.